Good afternoon and welcome back. It's another Monday afternoon. It's time to stop, take a break. I've been talking about different ways of problem solving. I've got one final suggestion for you today, and that is change your hat thinking. What is change your hat thinking? Now, if you've looked at my preview video on YouTube, you'll see I tell a story about changing perspective by taking off the amber colored sunglasses. If you haven't yet, go back and check that out. But the idea there and here is finding different ways to change your perspective of the problem which you are looking at. It's called changing your hat. Now, I looked around. As much as I have a number of different hats, they're pretty much all the same color, so it didn't quite work. So today I'm going to use an example of a scarf. And you can use anything. Use hats. Just remember, this is a visualization. It's not necessarily a straightforward as it is item. So come up to this problem. I'm going to use different colors to look at different perspectives. If you have a team, your salesperson is looking at it from a sales perspective. Your marketing person is looking at your situation from a marketing perspective. We're going to change hats. In this case, we're going to change scarves to look with different perspectives. Now, we've come across the problem and we've narrowed it down. This is the problem, but how can we look at it? Well, let's start with thinking with my white scarf. This represents neutrality and objectivity. Look at the situation by perhaps making a list of relevant facts and figures about the issue that you're working on. Remember, we're changing our perspective of how we're looking at things. So right now, take a moment and let's look at the relevant facts and figures. Then let's change our perspective a little bit. Now let's go with a red hat, just for something different here. And with my red scarf, I'm going to be a little bit more subjective or emotional. Right now, everyone, express your emotion regarding the issue or the problem. How is everyone reacting emotionally to the situation? Now, with this scarf, I'm going to play the devil's advocate. During the time of this perspective, let's get very critical about the ideas and the proposed solutions so that we're less likely to make bad choices. But then let's move on to another color, another perspective. Now let's call this the positive perspective. Everything is good in this scenario. Use it to find the positive features about the situation or the proposed solutions. Everyone's focused right now on the positive. I'm going to change colors again. All right, let's change perspective, everyone. Let's get creative. Let's generate new ideas and solutions. Maybe something you hadn't even considered before. Make it something new, creative. Everyone, put on your creative hats and let's come up with something different. And then for our final, let's get organized. Organization is the goal of this final solution, this final theory. Use it at the beginning and at the end of the problem-solving sessions. Decide on outlines, objectives, definitions. You see, each perspective had a value and brought something new to the problem-solving situation. Everything's not always just one way. It's not exactly as just one person sees it. So use the 6-hat method to look at a situation from different perspectives. compare the different ideas and viewpoints. This works great in teams. You can also do this on your own. For myself, I'm a visual person. I will physically change this out to remind me to look at things from a different angle. So how about you? How's your week going? You need to change your perspective a little bit? Perhaps change your hat or scarf. Let's take a look at the situation from a different angle and find ways to come to the right solution. Until next week, I am Terry Ann Porter, life coach, TA, hoping that you find this week in a whole new perspective.